Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel. So this video is made for an event I did. This is the Pacific Northwest Bremerton event, July 15th, 2023. Project number 2. It is my Subtle Collection card, and it is also a sketch card. The sketch I am using is by Mojo Monday, sketch number 444. And I don't have, you'll see the basic layout here. It's 3 pieces in a circle and a couple of little dills there. That's what, and this is the card I came up with. So demonstrators who came to the event had to do some prepping for this event to keep the cost down. So they should have come with a clear envelope for this project. A Night of Navy card base that is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. A piece of balmy blue cardstock, our subtle color, that is 4 by 5 1/4. 2 pieces of basic white that are 4 by 5 1/4, and a piece of basic white. What did I say this piece was? Oh my god, basic white, 3 by 4 for the 2-inch circle punch. I modified this piece. This piece is 2 5/8 by 4. That's what they should have brought. Now what they would have got in a little package, what you would have got is a 6-inch piece of the new Misty Moonlight. So let's see what this inner braid ribbon, Misty Moonlight in color. Should have got this. You would have got a 2 3/8 of an inch circle in Misty Moonlight. You would have gotten a little 1 by, I think it's 1.5 by 2-inch piece of balmy blue. This one's a little smaller. A scrap piece of the Countryside in DSP. That is this. And 3 pieces of the Countryside in DSP. Did I get the wrong piece? Nope, this is what I have left to do this video. So there's my 3 pieces, and you would have gotten a piece of basic white that is 3 by 5, 3 3/4 by 5. So where are we going to start? We're going to start with the beginning. What you should have done from the beginning is stamp. And we are using, where did that stamp set go? We are using the Circle Sayings bundle, which comes with the circle sayings and the 2 3/8 of an inch circle punch. Also, we are using the 2-inch circle punch. So we are using Celebrate in the Cupcake. For the inside, we are using Happy Birthday stamp, which, hey, you got to bring in the paper pumpkin, right? So from the May Exploring in Color, let me open this up. We are using the Happy Birthday stamp set for this one. I really like the font. I think it's beautiful. We are using Misty Moonlight, Balmy Blue, and Night of Navy ink. The first thing we want to do is stamp on our smallest piece of basic white, which decided to take a walk on me. 1, 2, and 3. Oh no, it's right on there. Oh my goodness, Cicely. So this is our card. This is what we are going for. And we are going to stamp the Celebrate, Celebrate, Celebrate in Night of Navy. And we're going to do that first off before we do anything else. So I'm just going to take the circle. I'm going to stamp it to the right. It's up to you. It doesn't really matter how you get it on there because you're going to punch it out and be able to turn it. So there is my circle. I'm not going to use any more Night of Navy for the moment. Next, we are going to take our cupcake. I'm going to set that aside. And, oh, I already have it done, by the way. I did. Maybe, maybe not. Yes, I already stamped my cupcake Balmy Blue on Balmy Blue. We'll just redo this. But I did have it done. So you would have got a little square about like this size, 1.5. We're just going to pop this down there. We're going to fussy cut that. And that's not a very good job. So let's try this one now. It does happen. What I really want from this balmy blue is the cupcake frosting. So when you would be doing this at the event, everybody would stamp it in balmy blue, then go back after it would be done stamping. I would come by and clean it. And oops, here's my little piece. Like I said, people are going to get different little pieces as I just use scrap pieces. You can decide which one. Let's do this one. I already did one with that print. Now this, we are going to stamp the cupcake again, concentrating on the bottom half in Misty Moonlight, because I really want the bottom half of the cupcake. There we go. And now we can get started. I'm going to give this a quick clean off and set it aside. We're going to take that 2-inch circle punch, and you're going to punch Celebrate, because we want it close to the, I like it being like this and layering up on our circle. So that is going to go layered up like so. These, we need to do some fussy cutting. So for the balmy blue, I want to keep this because it's going to give it some stability, but I'm going to cut here and just concentrate on cutting carefully the around the frosting, as this is what I am after with the balmy blue. And I don't mind cutting that off, and I'm going to cut this above the cupcake because that's going to be unseen. You're not going to see it at all. Unseen. It's not going to be seen. Now for this, I'm just going to come in like this, and I am going to concentrate on the cupcake liner, fussy cutting it out with the DSP. Some people are going to have the same pieces. They're just little scrap bits of, I'm just going to do a triangle like that. Oops, nope, that's not right. Sorry. You do have to fully cut out the cupcake piece. Or you could cut the frosting out and glue it to this. I chose to do it where I am fussy cutting the liner and gluing it to the balmy blue. But you could do that and fussy cut a full cupcake and then of this and then cut out the frosting. But I chose to do it the other way. So I'm going to do some gluing now. I'm going to add just my preference. Some people, I'm going to add that to there. And I'm going to add my cupcake liner now to my balmy blue cupcake. I'm going to glue my Celebrate 2-inch circle punch down, and I'm going to focus on having this at least at one end, and you can always turn the circle. So there we have that. This now is going to go up on dimensionals, and I'm going to only use 2, one at the top and one here at the bottom, hopefully. Let me move this aside. Gonna put that straight above our little dots. The bottom. Now I'm going to turn this over. Well, we're going to need to do it in a minute. I'm going to cut my 6-inch piece of ribbon down to 2 pieces that are 3. So there we have it. Now I'm going to flop this over like so and place my ribbons like how I want them. And I am going to use a bit of my Handy Dandy Scotch tape, everybody. Mr. Frog, that's a bit much. Let's see if I can cut that again. It's just a bit much. This is just a bit handy. to hold it in place. Now we're going to add some more dimensionals. I'm going to place one there. I decided I was going to use 4 on this circle. So there's my 4. And I'm not going to remove the backings just yet because we are going to work on our front of our card. So you have your 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white. I liked the Countryside Inn Suite with the white background in the center, and then just like so. Okay, so you start with the left or right. Some of you will use some type of snail adhesive. I just eyeballed this where I wanted it. Then I went to this one. Ooh, this is the side. Like, okay. For a minute there, I thought I had the wrong piece of DSP, but I don't. So I chose those 2 pieces because they both had Misty Moonlight as the background. These strips are 1.5 by 3.5 inches. Now put the center. Maybe. All right. So trying to get that equal distance between the other 2 pieces. There we have it. Now this is ready to mount onto the Night of Navy card base. Okay. I definitely need to find another bottle of glue. X marks the spot, everybody. And this piece is going to go... Oh, wait a minute. It's getting stuck there. All right. So that is how that goes. Now this is going to simply go in the lower right hand corner of our card. And the front piece is all one. I kind of lined up the L in the middle there. Now what I'm going to do is I chose, you can do it these either or, I chose to do the top one a little shorter than the bottom. I just liked that look. It is up to you as it is your card. Now that's the front. Of course, link to Stella your cupcake. But next we're going to open this up, and this is where you're going to bring in your balmy blue piece. And we're going to do something with the basic white once we stamp it here in a minute, what I call the Q-tip technique, just to add a little play to our card. I actually did some with the Q-tip technique. It got a little busy on the front, so I chose to keep it cleaner. So here is our card. Now for the inside, you're going to be left with 2 pieces, one that's 4 by 5 1/4 and one that's 3 3/4 by 5. For the inside piece, we want the 3 3/4 by 5. This is our mailing address label. You do not have to choose to use that for that, but that's what that is. So next we have our happy birthday, which was from the In Color, Exploring In Color, May 2023's Paper Pumpkin. This ink is Balmy Blue. I'm going to ink up that happy birthday and put it straight in the center. Now for the Q-tip technique. So you have a Q-tip, really simple. We're going to use Misty Moonlight again. Dab it in there. Now I like to, where's a scratch piece of paper? I like to dab it off a couple of times. Then I'm going to add 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to load her up again. tap it off. 1, 2, and 3. And this is for the inside of our card now. Just a little something for the inside piece. You don't have to do that. I like the little soft, rough little polka dots myself. And we're going to carry that over to our label, mailing label we are going to make for this card. So this is our card. It's all done. Now this is our mailing label. Now I do need a real piece of scratch paper. Let's go with this. And back to our Misty Moonlight. You could use the Night of Navy, the Balmy Blue. It's totally up to you. My Q-tip. I'm going to load her up some. I am just going to add a really fun little bit of a border on the left hand side. I'm going to do top and bottom in the center, and then I'm going to, I like to stamp off first one there and one there, and that's just a little fun detail. You can also, well, we can add, no, we're not going to add any more. I could keep going with this. I love doing this. I absolutely love it. So next we are going to stamp. Where is our cupcake? I know I cleaned it off. We're going to add our little cupcake down here. You could reverse this. We could do it this way if we wanted to. We could do it down here, but I'm going to keep it the way I wanted it. I'm going to add my little cupcake here. And I'm going to add my little cupcake in Balmy Blue. Looks like I still, oh, that's not good. But oh well, there we go. Balmy Blue cupcake. You could color in your cupcake. You could do it all different stuff. But I'm just adding that little detail. And then where is my clear envelope? So I have my card. That will be shown off as it is mailed to whoever, and my mailing label, which will slide right into the back of your card, like so. So there is project number 2 for the July 15th demonstrator event in Bremerton, Washington. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did not finish your project, that is why I'm making this video. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye now.